The Anabaptist Movement, a Reformation rebellion. Welcome to Time Frame, where we explore the intriguing stories of history that shape our world today. In this video, we delve into the Anabaptist Movement, a radical faction of the Protestant Reformation that sought to redefine faith, community, and society in profound ways. The Anabaptist movement emerged during the early 16th century, a time when Europe was in the throes of religious upheaval. The Protestant Reformation, led by figures like Martin Luther and John Calvin, was challenging the authority of the Catholic Church. But while many reformers sought to purify the Church from within, the Anabaptists took a more radical approach. They believed that true faith could only be practiced outside the constraints of state influence and institutional religion. At the heart of the Anabaptist belief system was the concept of adult baptism. Unlike their contemporaries, who baptized infants, Anabaptists argued that baptism should be a conscious choice made by believers who could understand its significance. This radical notion was not just about the act of baptism itself, but about the broader implications for personal faith and communal living. It emphasized individual responsibility and a personal relationship with God, free from the coercion of the state. The movement quickly gained traction in various regions, particularly in Switzerland and Germany. Key figures like Ulrich Zwingli and Menno Simons emerged as leaders, advocating for a return to the teachings of Christ and the New Testament. The Anabaptists rejected the idea of a state church, believing that true followers of Christ should live in communities governed by their shared beliefs rather than by secular authorities. However, the Anabaptists faced fierce opposition from both Protestant and Catholic leaders. They were often seen as a threat to the social order, as their beliefs challenged the very foundations of society. This led to widespread persecution. Many Anabaptists were imprisoned, tortured, or executed for their beliefs. Despite this, their commitment to their ideals only deepened. They viewed suffering for their faith as a form of discipleship, a testament to their unwavering conviction. One of the most notable events in Anabaptist history was the Munster Rebellion. In the mid-16th century, a group of radical Anabaptists seized control of the city of Munster, declaring it a New Jerusalem. Their attempts to establish a theocratic community led to chaos and violence, ultimately resulting in a brutal crackdown by external forces. This episode cast a long shadow over the movement, fueling further persecution and casting the Anabaptists as extremists in the eyes of many. Despite the challenges they faced, the Anabaptist movement laid the groundwork for several important developments in modern Christianity. Their emphasis on religious liberty, pacifism, and community life has influenced various denominations, including the Mennonites and the Amish. These groups continue to uphold Anabaptist principles today, advocating for peace, simplicity, and a life of service. The legacy of the Anabaptists also extends beyond Christianity. Their radical ideas about individual conscience and separation of church and state have resonated with broader movements for social justice and human rights. In many ways, they were early champions of the principles we associate with modern democracy and religious freedom. In conclusion, the Anabaptist movement was not just a rebellion against the established church. It was a profound exploration of what it means to live a life of faith in community. Their story reminds us of the power of conviction and the enduring quest for spiritual truth. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Time Frame for more captivating stories from the past. Your support helps us continue to share these fascinating narratives. See you in the next video.